Hello everyone, and welcome to another Crafty Beer Reviews on location video. Today, a plant will fall over. Alright then, okay, well, so as you can see, fall is about to end because that corn stalk is dead. Anyways, it is still Cleveland Beer Week, and tonight we are here for Stout Night at Deagan's Kitchen and Bar in Lakewood. So, been really looking forward to this. It's kind of more of like a rare stout night, honestly, with the selection, but we will see you guys inside for some tasty beers and get some more footage. Alright guys, so we're sitting here at Deagan's and I have my very first beer. This is actually the list for tonight. I know that it's super blurry and I apologize, my camera sucks. But what I'm drinking on right now is Columbus Brewing Company's Steel Dawn. This bad boy weighs in at 10% and it is aged in bourbon barrels with vanilla beans and cocoa nibs for an entire year. So let's go ahead and get the nose. Obviously it pours out pitch black. Yeah, so the first thing I'm getting is big vanilla. There's a nice roast, dark chocolate. There's like a burnt sugar, like molasses type of character in there as well. Definitely get the bourbon. It's got a decent amount of chocolate, no coffee though. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Oh wow, right away, big vanilla notes right up front. That kind of fades into like a bittersweet dark chocolate. There's a little bit of coffee in the back end, not much. A ton of roast, so really nice. You get a definite bourbon. The oak is not very present, however. And I gotta say, for being bourbon barrel aged and at 10%, this is real smooth. It's got a nice creamy type of mouthfeel. There's a little bit of a burn as it goes down, but very smooth. Hard to believe that it's actually this strong. Yeah, if you guys are ever in the area, and they don't ever bottle this one, so it'll have to be on draft, but definitely check it out. Awesome beer. I will be back later. Hey guys, so still here at Deagan's for Stout Night, and I forgot to mention something really cool they're doing tonight. So since they have all really big beers, they've decided to do either a 4-ounce pour or the full 11-ounce pour, which is really nice. And that way, if you want to have a couple, you're not shit-faced falling over, because if you have a lot of these beers, you will be. So what do I have sitting in front of me here? Well, this is a very special beer. This is a Bell's Black Note. Not a 2013, however, a 2012. That's right. So really cool. This is their bourbon barrel stout that is like super hard to come by. A lot of people say it's as good, if not better than KBS, so let's go ahead and find out right now. Wow, okay, so I am getting huge bourbon notes. Big vanilla, big bourbon. There's a lot of oak in here as well. It's almost slightly masking the stout characteristics. Yeah, I get a little bit of roast. I definitely get some chocolate, but wow, big bourbon. As you can see, there's no head, barely any lacing, tons of alcohol legs. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Wow, okay. Just like the nose, this beer is dominated by the bourbon. You get bourbon, you get really big vanilla, there's a lot of oak. It actually dries it out quite a bit on the back end. The mouthfeel is actually a little thin for this style. I mean, not bad, but it's a little thin. The body is decently thick, however, and then you're definitely getting a lot of heat with this one. You can smell the alcohol, you can taste the alcohol, and you get a burn. And this thing is getting close to 2 years old, so I'm sure it's mellowed quite a bit. This is 11.8%, and it tastes like 13%, maybe more. Really crazy. You do get some dark chocolate, a little bit of milk chocolate, some roast, but hot damn, big bourbon forward beer. If you love a ton of bourbon in your bourbon barrel aged imperial stout, excuse me guys, it's a good one. Otherwise, I don't know. It's not a bad beer, but it's a little too over the top for me as far as the bourbon's concerned. If you have a bottle of the 2012, I would say maybe another year. Alright guys, I'll be back in a little bit for another beer. Hey guys, so as you can see, I am no longer at Deagan's. So what happened is my dumbass forgot to charge my camera up, and in the middle of filming my third beer, my camera died. So unfortunately I do not have any more footage for you. But I do want to talk about the other two beers that I did have last night. They were phenomenal. The first one was a Russian Imperial Stout from Jackie O's down in Athens. They make some really great beer. People up here in Northeast Ohio have not gotten the pleasure to get their stuff until recently, and we cannot get stuff like their big Imperial Stouts and barley wines, etc. So the first one I had was Dark Apparition, 10.5%. It actually had like a nice earthy hoppiness, like a very strong bitterness. There was coffee, there was chocolate. It was very, very roasty. It was very bitter. It really didn't have very many sweet elements, just a touch of like some toffee. But it was definitely on the roastier side for the beers that I had that night. The other beer that I had was a traditional Imperial Stout from Jackie O's, and that one was called Oil of Aphrodite, and that one was 10%, and oh my god, that was one of the best traditional Imperial Stouts I've ever had. There were big dark fruit notes like prunes, plums, figs. It had like a nice kind of sugary molasses, toffee, caramel sweetness to it that was balanced out by a nice big roasty character. And then it had a lot of chocolate but almost no coffee elements, which was kind of interesting. But they were really great beers. Deagan's is a really fun place. It's downtown Lakewood. As always, I put the website for the place in the description so you can check out the hours and exact location. But it was really fun. It was also really cool that they did 4-ounce pours. That was super, super nice, so I could actually have a couple of those big burly beers and not fall over. The highlight of the night, though, was the one that you guys got to see, Steel Dawn from Columbus. That beer is amazing. As I was sipping on it more throughout the night, it ended up having these really big, luscious, dark fruit and slightly red berry characteristics too that were just amazing. It was honestly one of the best and easiest, smoothest, cleanest drinking Imperial Stouts I've ever had. It's really high up there. It's almost like Columbus's version of KBS, honestly. So just very cool stuff. Anyways, sorry that my camera died. Hopefully the next on-location video I will remember not to let my batteries die. And I will see you in the very next on-location review. Cheers, guys.